So I'll share a little bit about how Declare started. So as I said, Caleb's the executive director. Back in high school, he had a heart for churches coming together. He grew up in rural New Hampshire, and in high school, another church decided that they were going to build 500 feet down the road. And instead of his church uniting with that other church, they were worried about losing members. And something in his heart said, this isn't right. Like, they believe in God and follow Jesus. We believe in God and follow Jesus. And so that sent him down a long road of trying to work in and through churches to see unity. He's very musically talented, and so through his abilities with music, that's kind of how he pursued that. So it's been about 9 years now, but after he graduated from a college here in Dayton, he had relationships with some of the worship leaders. And so he said, why don't we worship together? And so there were 7 or 8 different churches that decided to participate, and they just had an outdoor concert here in Troy, Ohio. It was really small, but he said that it was kind of that initial come to Jesus moment where he said, this is something that I need to pursue. So he went all in and started a nonprofit, a 501c3, now known as Declare. So that's kind of how Declare started. So one of the things that we're going to talk about, or I was asked to share about today, is Declare Dayton. And it's a similar theme to how Declare started. It's a day of worship where many churches come together. And so last year, we had about 63 churches participate, whether it was on stage or financially. So they came together. And what it was is, at the beginning, we had a prayer march through downtown Dayton. So along the route, we had 22 different prayer locations, including the jail, Sinclair College, one of the Dayton public schools, a few of the government buildings, etc. So there were 22 different stops, and we had around 500 or 600 people that marched about a mile and a half through downtown Dayton, praying on the way. And it was such a great day. The weather was beautiful. We were worried about it, but God came through and said, no, this needs to happen today. So, and then we finished at Levitt Pavilion, which is one of the outdoor kind of concert areas. And that's where we had our combined worship. It was an amazing experience. And I think people don't understand how talented those that serve in church and the worship band really can be, and how moving that experience can be. So that was the Declare Dayton event. This year, we're changing it up a little bit. We're going to change venue. We found that through a similar event that we had in Miami County, to kind of promote engagement, but also to pursue partnerships with nonprofits that are really serving, we're changing up the format, but we still will include that combined worship at the end of the event. So, like I said, Caleb is much more of the prophetic one. He's the brainchild behind this, and he just asked me to come on because we do in Declare, we think that prayer is one of the best things that we can do, not just for our organization, but to really see God's kingdom come to life here on earth.